Sit on your bar, man, okay? Start this podcast. Start the podcast. Let's go. Be like Wayne's
Bucket hat.
It'd be like Wayne's World, right?
Oh yeah, looking fresh and everything.
Oh, let me get a little closer.
You're good and everything.
Yeah.
Got my supplies and everything there. Alright.
Start it.
What's going on, guys? It's Voice Savage Gamer 68 back with another video, another podcast. And I kind of figured, because I actually got some recording equipment, that I would do a real face podcast. So now you can actually see us in the flesh, because the last podcast we did, it was just a voice, but now you can actually see us. We got Brian. What's up, Brian? How you doing today?
Doing fine. Living the dream.
Now, you're probably wondering, because we did a recent episode where it was us pretty much explaining what we were doing at Walmart after doing the Spicy Wing Challenge. So we did the Spicy Wing podcast, but today's episode we're going to be doing called Gamer's Rage, where we talk about incidents and stories that happened in our life with video games and a little enemy called Rage. So, I mean, how long have you been gaming throughout your life?
About 33 years.
This man said he's been playing all of his life. I've been playing for like 15, 16 years. I played tons of games, but I mean, I haven't really played games that got me raging, but it's the games that I love and wanted to finish that caused me to rage. So, I mean, should we go from like bottom to top, or like...
Let's do the top 10 games. The top 10 games.
I mean, we could do top 10 rage moments or a top 5, because I really have like a top 5. I haven't really raged out that much, but I would say you go first.
Okay.
Yeah, you explain your rage moment, one of your best rage moments.
Well, one of my best rage moments was losing a couple games to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. One of the things I cannot even do, like destroy any forts or anything like that.
Well, I mean, the forts you really can't kill that easy. You have to upgrade your ship. You gotta upgrade.
Oh yeah.
Because I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I finished the whole thing. I had that when I had my Xbox 360. That was like what, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. I upgraded to Xbox One, which I pretty much like. I have like over 93 games on that console, so I upgraded. I mean, I don't have Black Flag on my Xbox One. I've seen it in GameStop and stuff, but
you have no space.
I mean, I don't have space. I only got like 100 gigs left, and I bought like 3 new games before, and I haven't installed them yet. But yeah, I played Black Flag. It's in GameStop. I might consider getting it so I can get to 100%. I mean, the only Assassin's Creed games that I have is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Unity, and I have Assassin's Creed Syndicate. But the problem is, when I install that game, it gives me an issue. Because when I was downloading, it said, I got tongue twisted today, though. My brain is not working.
What is the issue?
The issue is when I'm downloading it, I think it's either the storage device or if it's just the game itself. I'm still trying to figure that out, because I might have to add some new storage into it. But really, I mean, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a good game. You go around, you get to hunt down animals and stuff, create skins, weapons.
Kill British soldiers.
You can go around in ships, and you can have guns, swords, whatever you want.
And a blow dart, a blow dart.
You can also get blow darts. I mean,
Zerg or sleep darts.
I mean, what was your favorite weapon in Assassin's Creed?
Black Flag? I like those pistols.
Pistols? For me, I mean, when I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, for me it was got to be the darts.
Yeah, darts are good.
Because the
Berserk will make the enemy fight each other.
Because if you make the enemy fight themselves, it helps you out, because then you get to see how many enemies are inside the area.
And the sleep dart puts the enemy to sleep.
Yeah, put them in sleep. You go over there, you say night night, go to him, kill him, and then you're on to the next person. But I mean, that was a good game.
It was good.
I upgraded my ship like a whole lot. I think I had like maximum level on my ship.
That's some money, right?
Yeah, I had tons of money in the game, but once
Yeah.
Black Flag, once I got rid of my Xbox, I got rid of all my games. But
Mm.
I mean, I've evolved from time to time. I mean, let me see what mine was. Mine, it's gotta be from my Xbox One. When I was playing my Xbox One, I had plenty of games that caused me to have problems. But one of them was Monster Hunter World. Still to this day, I've been playing that game for like, what, year, few months? I haven't finished it.
I never even heard of it, so.
No. Alright, so basically Monster Hunter is, you go around your character, you get to design your own character and everything, and your goal is you want to find out why there are so many monsters in spawning inside the game. So your goal is you got to kill certain monsters, and you'll have like a little treasure map that tells you and shows you like, hey, you got to go to you got to find who is the leader of the monsters, find out why they're there. You got to kill them, and pretty much overall when I first started playing it, it was a good game. But the problem was, as soon as I got progressively further in the story mode, it got tougher. And one of the boss fights was Negridante.
That's to be expected.
That one, he was upsetting me. Basically, the whole story is when I went over, I was playing the game. I go inside and you have to follow the trail to find where the beast is. I go to find the beast, and I thought it was gonna be easy. So I go around. I have dual weapon, dual blades and stuff. I go over there trying to kill it, and every single time he flies in the air, he one-shots you, which pissed me off. Because every single time I go, my hands would be sweating, just like Eminem's song, palms are sweating. Basically, my hands were sweaty and everything. I was sweating, it was hot, and the problem was I couldn't move fast enough to go around because he flies up, and if you don't move quick enough, you pretty much die. I kept dying, and it got to the point where I got upset, didn't want to beat it. So I went, kept farming for gear, kept farming for a bunch of things, and it got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a break from this. So I took a break. It was like maybe 1 week or something like that. Played my PC, and I was like, you know what? I got to go back. I got to finish it. So I went, and I got further in the game. I got to the final boss. The final boss, I don't remember what it is, but I'll probably have the name or picture down below. But it was a fire lion beast that got me stressed. Because when I was playing it, so the whole overall final boss is you got to go inside the cave, under the caves, and there's a big giant lava pit. You go over there, and I don't know if you have to like summon him or you just have to go in there and he'll spawn. But you go inside the mini arena, he spawns and shows up. Best way to kill him is by using water weapons because he's a fire type. But I was dumb enough and used blast damage, and I go, and mind you, my arms are like literally sweating. You can feel the moisture in the controller. I'm just going around and trying to kill him, and it got to the point where I kept dying.
Yeah.
And his life bar was slowly going down, and I kept killing him, you get 3 lives, and then you have a chance to heal yourself with potions and a bunch of other things. I kept doing that, but I kept dying. And the worst thing is, you can't pause the game. Because if you pause the game, your character's going to still be in battle and fight. Which is the annoying part of Monster Hunter, but, I mean, it's what you expect. The game is good, and they don't want you to stop. So I went, kept playing and everything, and I got upset because I couldn't beat him. So I was just sitting there, I was sweating, and I got mad. It got to the point where I couldn't beat the boss, and I wanted to throw my controller across the room.
Oh, God.
The problem was, I was too motivated and too eager to try and kill the boss. So I went, and I tried to keep killing him and everything. I'm literally on the edge of like the whole bed and everything, just sitting here, and with the controller, I'm just like hunched over, and button mashing and all that stuff, and kept dying.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Kept dying.
Terrible.
Upset me. I was frustrated. It was like 6 hours into the game.
6 hours.
Just one boss, just 6 hours, just straight. I'm go over here, I pause the game after I die, I'm like, alright, let me get some juice, let me get some snacks, I'm gonna be here for a while. So I go, it got to a point where I was so mad, but so excited at the same time. So it was like, after like 30 attempts, I go and I try to kill him. I'm like looking at him, I'm like, yo, I do not want to kill you while I'm angry because I'm mad. So I paused the game, and then I played it at night. Now, the problem was, when I play a video game, I want to finish it. So I played it the entire day, couldn't beat him, and I don't know if I had work or school or something like that later, but I was pretty much playing and playing. It got to the point where it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I still couldn't beat him. So I was upset. Woke up the next morning. And throughout half the day, I was just trying to get gear, better gear, and all that stuff. And I went and I finally beat him. But here was the catch. I was to the highest of my frustration. I went and same thing, palms are sweaty and everything, sitting there. And I go, and the problem was that you can't, that the lava place that you go to, the floor starts to sink and rise with lava. So I'm over here killing him and everything. He's got fire breath. I finally kill him. I, not even lying, as soon as I saw where it says, congratulations, you killed the beast, I put my controller down, I laid on the bed, and I was like, thank God.
Thank the Lord.
The thing was, after that, I didn't know if there was more. So I went to the quest giver, I turned in the quest, and you ever had that feeling that you spent so much time in a game that you don't matter what happens, you just want to finish it, so you put all your blood, sweat, and tears and everything? Well, for me, I cried right after I beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I spent non-stop like 3 days trying to kill this one boss, and my whole brain was just, I want to finish him. So I went, killed him, turned the quest in. I cried when I hit the settings because, well, the ending is actually sad because it shows you that you got to gather with a bunch of people and everything they said is the end. But at the same time, I was relieved because it took me so long. I just wanted to get the game finished, and I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
A few days later, I get a notification on YouTube and Google. A DLC comes out.
Uh-oh.
And I did the unthinkable. I bought the DLC.
Damn, man.
So I went and I was like, this is going to be a cakewalk. You know, I beat the game. Let me just do the DLC. Oh, it's flying around here.
Sorry, it's flies. Dumb flies.
No, you're good. I just saw one just flying around. But I go buy the DLC and I started playing it. Mind you, it's in a ice area, so you're in like the snowy mountains trying to figure out why is there a big giant Appalachian snow mountain. And I go over there, I kill a few beasts, and it got to the point where I was mad. I couldn't beat the boss, I couldn't beat any of the little mini bosses and stuff. I got pissed off, so I took a break on the game. I put the controller down, took out the game, switched it out. 4 months later, I'm telling you right now, 4 months I waited to go play that game. I go back and I look at my characters, so I have to refresh my brain where the controllers are and everything. I play it. I beat a few more bosses, and it got to the point where I thought I was at the end. So there's a thing where I basically go on Google and I figure out which boss I'm at to see if I'm at the end. I know you probably do that at home and everything, just see if you're further or close to finishing the game. But I go and I venture out, and mind you, I still haven't beat the DLC to this day, and it's been like a year and a half, because it's just frustration. I go, and the cover of the box shows a dragon that you have to kill in the game. I'm at that stage where I have to kill the dragon in the front of the cover. And it got me mad because the one level you have to go around during the barricade and you gotta shoot him down with bow and arrows. And then after he's down, you gotta go in person to kill him with melee damage. Or bow and arrow, depending on your choice. I killed him after like 3 attempts. After that, you have to go into the world and try and see if you can kill him for real. So what I mean by that is, it's we captured him in the game, so you have to try and keep him there and kill him. He escapes, so we have to go kill him in the real world. I tried killing him like 3 or 4 times. It got to the point where I downed him, put him to sleep, but for some reason you can't catch elder dragons, so I was upset. So I was like, alright, let me just go try and kill him. I died. 10 attempts later, I died. 20 attempts later, I died. After 21 attempts, I gave up. I rage quit.
Yep.
I put the controller down, I switched the games, I said I'm not touching Monster Hunter World again.
Don't.
So I was basically, to this day, I haven't touched that game ever since. That was one of my rage moments. Not the best one, but I have a few more. Let me see if this one's still recording. Hold on, let me see. I'm only just standing up because I want to see if it's recording still. Oh yeah, okay, we're good. I have my phone on a tripod. I'm trying to see if it still records. Alright, so we got the next topic.
What's your next time? What do you want to bet?
So, well, I mean, still gamers rage. What other games caused you rage?
Maybe this. Let's go back in time.
All right, we're gonna go back in time.
Back into the 1980s.
I haven't been at the 1980s. I've been
Old Nintendo. Just remember.
Oh, Nintendo games.
I was frustrated. I couldn't beat. No, it was impossible. I couldn't even punch out. I couldn't beat Mike Tyson. That's impossible.
Oh, punch him? Well, I mean, Mike Tyson is a good
or Mr. Dream, whatever we like to call him.
I never heard Mr. Dream.
Well, Mr. Dream is like Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Different versions of punch out. It's different versions.
So what was the story? Why couldn't you beat Mike Tyson?
He gave me too many uppercuts.
Damn.
Once an uppercut, you're down.
I mean, you gotta.
You gotta dodge him.
Yeah, you gotta dodge him. Mike Tyson's a professional fighter and everything. He's skilled.
Yeah, I also couldn't even beat this other guy, the Super Macho Man, the world champion.
Macho Man.
Super Macho Man is called.
That reminds me of that movie, Nacho Libre. I used to watch that with Jack Black. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's another frustrating moment of mine.
For me, I got a few more. Another frustrating moment is Dark Souls.
Ooh, my cousin played that. He didn't
now, Dark Souls is a game where I despise. Don't worry, don't get me wrong. I love the game.
Don't get us wrong.
But the schematics of the game is terrible.
It sucks.
Yeah. So the story is, I'm going around. I'm on the Amazon website trying to find some games. You know, it's Christmas. I got to spoil myself a little bit. Spend like a few dollars. And I'm over here looking at the cheap section because you can always find good games on the cheap section. Find Dark Souls 3 with all the DLCs and everything. It was like, I think $8, $10, something like that.
Like $15 maybe.
Probably. So I went and I bought it, and I was like, yo, this might be a good game. I'm gonna beat this. I play it. As soon as I started playing it, I was confused. Because the rulers of Dark Souls and the creators of it make it where you only have one life. And if you die, you gotta restart from there. The controls are weird. For me, it was like, if you hit like, because I play Xbox, it's like LB, you gotta like use for arrows. You gotta hit Y to switch weapons, B to heal. It was just a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. I started playing it, and the first boss, I downloaded the game throughout the day, and I was trying to attack and kill the first boss. As soon as you start the game, it gives you a little control panel, and then you have to kill the first boss. First boss was difficult, bro. It took me like 6, 7 tries.
Maybe more.
Yeah. But I finally killed him, which was the good part. The bad part about Dark Souls was the second level. The second level is you got to go around. Now, you have 1 life. So, the only way to save where you are in the game is by bonfires. You find a little campfire and everything. You go over there, you rest. It saves as a checkpoint. Yeah, the game that the version I was playing was just terrible. I go second level, you're in a castle, and you got to pretty much find the boss for that level. So you go around, and I'm over here killing minions. I went the wrong way I was like so dumb. I went the wrong way. So you're supposed to go left. When you're in the castle, there's a little bonfire. You have a choice to go left or right. Right leads you to a dead end. Left leads you to the actual bottom of the game where the boss is. I kept going right, thinking that I was going to go somewhere. So I kept going, and there was big like minions and stuff. Kept killing them, and I didn't have enough life. So I went, followed the way over there, and I was trying to figure out where the exit was. It took me like 3 hours later to try and figure out that the left side was the actual way I needed to go. So I went there, killed a few minions, and because my health was so low, I couldn't figure out how to beat the game. I went and I looked at it.
Oh, that's my French fries.
Oh, we got the French fries going. We had French fries going while we were
And
doing
sausages.
and sausages while we were doing the podcast. But
Excuse me for that.
no, you good. You good. We gotta stay hungry. Always stay hungry, bro. When you gaming and everything, even if you raging now, you gotta eat. Well, don't eat when you rage because you can't stress eat. But always stay hydrated and eat food when you're gaming. It's a little healthy tip.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what you're eating.
Or depends what you're drinking, too.
Yeah.
Drinking, like.
But I was pretty much playing, and it got to the point where I thought about trying to finish Dark Souls, but then when I started going, I kept dying a lot. I looked at it, I looked at the game, I was like, bro, what kind of dumb game is this? I can't beat it, I can't do anything, the schematics are terrible. I took the disc out, I put it back in the box, put it on my shelf. Haven't touched it since.
You should sell it.
I'm not gonna, no, actually, I'm not gonna. No, here's the thing. I don't sell games.
But
If I
do
can't beat it,
sometimes.
if I can't beat it, I'll just keep them, and then later on, I'll probably just go back to it and see if I can finish it.
I mean,
Because right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to have all my games in alphabetical order. I have like 93 games, so I'm going from A to Z, getting them to 100% completion. So that means all the collectibles, all the side missions, all the quests, all the other stuff, getting all that done. But yeah, Dark Souls was a problem. And the funny part is, I kept going to my friends, and I kept going to people at work, and I was like, yo, I haven't beat Dark Souls 3 yet, but there's a new game that came out called Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. My coworkers like it. My wife's too.
Do you think I have a chance of beating Elden Ring if I haven't beat Dark Souls? They said no. If you haven't beat Dark Souls, you can't beat Elden Ring. So what I did was, I bought Elden Ring.
Wow.
I got Elden Ring and everything, and I was like, yo, I'm going to challenge myself, see if I can beat it. I came up with an issue. As soon as I got Elden Ring, I looked. I have no storage.
Your storage was gone.
My storage is drained. I have a 4 terabyte drive, completely drained. Only thing I have left is my internal storage, and that's like 100 gigs left. So, to this day, I haven't played Elden Ring. Only because of storage purposes. Not because I don't want to challenge myself, but because of storage reasons. But that's the second most stressful one. I got a top one that you all will agree with. You all will. Yo, my mouth is dry as heck. I can't
Get
talk.
some to drink, man.
No, I'm good. I got some aqua. But I have a topic that I know you guys are gonna really get touched with, because everyone hates this topic. But before we go there, Ron, you got any more topics?
One more. I got one more
You
left.
got one more.
One more then.
Juicy topic. What's it?
Well, you may not like this game, but it's I get frustrated sometimes with Star Trek Online. I can't destroy an enemy vessel.
So what's the story? What happened with that vessel?
It destroyed during my Klingon vessel. I was part of the Klingon Empire, and the enemy of the Klingons called the Fakari. the enemy of chaos. The enemy of chaos.
I think I've seen like 1 or 2 Star Trek movies, but I've never played the games.
You should have played the game. They should have played them.
I mean, I might take a look at it, but
But Star Trek Online, it is free. Star Trek Online is
Yeah.
free.
So
So
what
for
was it?
Xbox, you're gonna need a gold membership to
oh
play it.
yeah, I'm gonna need
But
yeah, 'cause
PS4, you don't need anything. You don't need nothing.
yeah. Well, that's because you have the online version.
Online version is pretty cool. And times you can still put people, other people.
Oh yeah.
But
But
there's also campaign. There's also campaign too.
was it just because you were under geared, or was it like outnumbered or something like that?
Lower level character.
Well, so you were like a level like 20 or something
Level
like
5.
that.
I was level 5.
How what level was the ship?
Probably like I was on the same level, but I had more ability. I had more abilities to destroy me.
Ah, so it had more weapon power, so pretty
More
much.
powers, more abilities.
So it was like both level 5,
Yeah,
but he just outsmarted you.
I was smart, man. I didn't have enough abilities to take him down.
Mm.
That's my other frustrating part, and that's it for me. I don't know about any games.
Pretty much his frustrating part is underprepared. Now you guys, I know you probably guys have been playing games and you just try and swing over, speed run the whole game, but being underprepared will get you
It will kill you.
because if you go to a place and you think that you can beat the game in that area, you're like, oh, I'm a speed run, I got all the skills and everything. You can get one shot by a high level boss.
Yes.
I've learned that lesson a few times, but yeah,
I've learned a few times too in my games.
there's one topic. It ties in with every single game in the world. That is, you probably heard of it.
Go ahead.
It's lag.
What the hell is that?
So lag, you don't know what lag is?
Never heard. I don't think I ever heard that word.
So you
Term
ever
or
play
phrase.
the game where, or you ever played League of Legends? I know you play League of Legends and everything.
I don't play anymore. I really got took too space on my computer.
Yeah, but you know how when you play a certain game, if you're playing it, that when you're moving or something like that, your character doesn't move as well, but the camera starts shaking or moving backwards and everything.
Or your phone starts vibrating like sort of. For no
Well, I mean,
reason, for no
it's
reason.
not really vibrating, but
Sometimes the controllers vibrate sometimes
yeah,
too.
for me, because well, I mean, it's pretty much where your character in the game is still registered, but because of Wi-Fi issues, you can't actually play the game. So it'll give you like a little circle on the screen
Yes.
that tells you that it's reconnecting.
Yeah, same thing when I used to play Vice City on PS2. When I enter vehicle time for city, it would say "This read error" would say on my PS2.
Yeah.
It did that sometimes.
Yeah, that's why probably in League of Legends when we were playing, it would basically say, like you would think that you're in the game, but then when connection comes back, you find out that you're dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, the reason why I say lag is because you probably have watched the other 2 videos that I posted where it was me playing Chimera Land. Now, it's a new mobile game that came out last year, July 15th.
Yeah.
Very good. You can play it on PC too. But this game, I swear, it's so amazing. The only problem is lag. Now, it's not the game itself that's causing the lag, but it's just Wi-Fi. Now, the Wi-Fi, for me, is good to me a few times, and it's bad to me a few times. Now, I got 2 topics. Well, it ties with the same thing, but one topic was boss fight.
Yep.
Where I basically died and I couldn't kill the boss. And there's another one where I killed the boss, but I lost all my loot. What do you want to hear first? You know what? We'll do the juicy part for last. So that's going to be the loot one. So I'm going around and I'm killing all the bosses, mini bosses. I have like a bunch of potions for me and my pet, everything. I'm just trying to get some good gear. And I'm farming, and I see a boss. I'm like, what level is it? 32? Alright, bet. What was it? 32? No, it was at least like level 40.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like a level 56, so it was easy peasy. But I go and I kill it. And his life bar is like shrinking and everything. The problem was they don't show you how much life the boss has with numbers. They just show you with the life bar, which if they actually add numbers, they'll be more happy. But we're going around, and me and my minions and my pet, we go and I kill the boss, and slowly the life bar starts shrinking. Now, here was the biggest issue. Life bar shrinks, and it gets to pretty much here. Now, you probably can't see my hand, but let's say it's like at 2%. Life bar is at 2%. It's got like a few more shots and you're dead. And he's dead. I keep killing him, and then out of nowhere, I get a circle.
Because it's a circle.
Yeah, we heard about the circle.
It says reconnecting.
Yeah.
And the problem was the game is still registering as me playing. So I'm lagging a little bit. I can't use my potions. I'm shooting, but the bullets are not firing. You just see my character just holding the gun, and lag starts to kick in. Now the boss is like high leveled, so it's starting to kill me and everything. He's so little life. I try to kill it. 5 seconds later, I see my character on the ground.
Oh.
And the life bar and everything shows up. Now, here's the thing. You can actually respawn if you don't get killed in like a certain amount of time. So I go, and I'm looking, and I'm like, do not kill me, please. So I go, and now, the boss was right next to my house in the game, so I could just respawn and just go back out there because he was so close. I go and I die. I press respawn to my house. And I'm so pissed off because lag hit and I was so close to killing the boss that I was like, you better please have that little HP. I go and I check the boss out. Pull out my guns, pull out the pets. Look up. Boss is at full life. I'm pissed.
I don't blame you.
Because I used like 10 potions on me and my pet. I wasted so much ammo. I wanted to get the loot. Problem was the boss respawned. And I was upset. I wanted to throw my phone. I was like, no.
Don't throw
Why?
your phone, whatever you do.
I mean, I have protection on my phone, so I'm good. But I was upset. And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to come back to this boss later. So it was like 2-3 hours later and everything. I come back home from doing my own things. And I go and I'm like, alright, this time I'm going to kill him. I'm going to get that loot. Easy. Because you can catch the giant bosses too, but I just choose to kill them just so I can get their skins and loot.
Yep.
So I go, and boss's life is shrinking. I bring all the pets, bring everything. Boss is dead. I'm like, yes, I can go and kill him. Well, I mean, he's already dead. I can go collect the loot. Loot drops on the ground. You could just see white little markers and everything just drop down. I go to the loot. And it gives you an option to search the body of the boss so you can get some little skin, or you could pick up the loot. And you could do both. I push the button, pick up all loot. 5 seconds later, I get a circle. In the middle of the game. It says, please reconnecting. I look at it and I said, please just pick up the loot. I just want to have the loot. I don't want to deal with this boss again. So I go and I press pick all. The game disconnects.
Shuts off.
Well, no, it doesn't shut off. It just reconnects it, but it just puts the screen, like the main screen, back on. So I go and it kicks me out the game, but then it kicks me back in. And I go, the loot is gone. There's no loot on the ground. So I look at it and I'm praying. I'm like, yo, if there's no loot here, then the loot's probably in my bag. Mind you, the fight itself took 20 minutes. I go to bag, my bag option. I press all, because you can see every single piece of loot. As soon as I press all, my heart sinks.
Yeah.
No loot was picked up.
Nothing.
So I wasted 20 minutes of my time. I wasted all or most of my ammo. I lost some of my potions just to have no loot. It pissed me off.
Wow.
Now, that happens to me more often now because of the heat that is outside. It's like 80 degrees some days. It causes the Wi-Fi connection to become slow and terrible. So every single time I do a boss fight, it just shows a circle. And it upsets me because I want to beat the boss, I want to kill him, get the loot, not waste anything. Because I know you guys right there at home know what I'm talking about. When you go to a boss, lag starts to hit, and you just waste everything that you did. Like, let's say you craft the best weapon in the game. You go kill the boss. Find out the lag is causing you to die. Then you have to respawn. And then some games have that where if you respawn, it loses 25% of your armor. And then you come to find out that your weapon is broken. Terrible. And I've been getting more lags now. It's been causing me problems. But yeah, I still managed to play the game because it's still good and everything. I still got plenty of things to do. I would recommend downloading the game. It's good. But yeah, it was way... I mean, lag really is the downside of gaming. Because once lag hits, you can either have a perfect comeback, or you can have a downhill spiral of defeat. Some games on the internet have that, like League of Legends, depending on your Wi-Fi, Fall Guys, but depends. But yeah, number one for me was lag. That caused me to rage quit in a few games, but yeah. You got any more topics, Brian?
Nope. There's a crystal ball.
I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I mean, even though it's probably a short podcast, you still got to be entertained with our rage moments and everything. I'm probably gonna do like a funny thumbnail for you guys, but yeah.
And maybe our next podcast, sometime in the future, we could talk about wrestling moments.
I mean, what we could do is
Talk about some wrestling.
we could talk about incidents at work.
Nope, wrestling. I like talking about wrestling. That's my thing.
We could do that. We could see what's going on with the wrestling
In the wrestling world,
Yeah,
right?
see how it
Between
is.
WWE and AEW.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy Savage Gamer 68. We got Brian here.
So long.
We about to eat some food. We got some sausage and fries. I'm hungry already, but other things sound good. The next video I'm probably going to do is going to be another Chimera gameplay because I'm going to make the game into a series. So if you see more Chimera gameplays and videos, that's because I'm sticking to that game and making a series out of it. So stay well, stay hydrated. It's still hot out. It's not fall yet. It's still summertime. So stay watery, stay juicy.
We got one more month till fall. One more month.
We got 1 more month till fall. I got school coming up, so you might see some gameplays at school. But stay savage, stay a gamer, and just know that if lag hits you, you might as well just quit the game.
You might as well quit and give up.
Because there's no way of you respawning unless you're lucky. We are out.
We're out for the night.
Alright, let me see how long this thing is.